What's up, everybody? My name is Scooch, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. If you're just joining us, we got through our very, very painfully awkward date with Yuri, where we just kind of painted something. I guess you can't even call it a date. That's bad to do that. We just kind of hung out. But something almost happened. We almost kissed, so I guess you could kind of call it a date. Anyways, Sayori saw us almost kiss, and then she came, and it got all awkward, and then Yuri ran home. So that's where we are right now, and we're about to jump right back into it. So let's go. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? She's so heartbroken. You know, how much fun you're having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Scooch? This is so goddamn sad. I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. God, this is depressing. It's true, Scooch. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Oh, no way! Hold the fuck up. Monica was right about what? Did Monica tell her to kill herself? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Scooch. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Scooch, I like you so much that I want to die. Okay, that is not good or healthy. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know you need the most I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Sayori, okay, fuck. God damn it. All right, I know that I'm doing the Yuri. God, fuck. What do I do? Things are getting worse with her, and she's getting heartbroken. What do I fucking do? Holy shit. This is so uncool. To play it like a dating sim is just breaking my fucking heart in half. Because if I friend zone her, she's gonna get sadder. And if I say I love you, then I'm being unfaithful to Yuri. It's a fucking lose-lose. God, fuck, son of a bitch. Oh, God. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Fucking Christ! I know what I fucking do. I save the goddamn game is what I fucking do. Return. I save the game. That's what I fucking do. Holy hell. God, shit, son of a fucking cunt. Alright, we're playing it like a dating sim, okay? We're playing it like a goddamn dating sim. You'll always be my dearest friend isn't even that much of a bad thing to say. Friend zoning someone does suck, but you shouldn't be forced to love someone. I guess. Whatever helps me sleep at night. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult things right now. But please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Ah-ha-ha. Is that what it feels like to get stabbed in the gut? Oh, this hurts. Oh, this fucking hurts so goddamn bad. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? Now, I should write a poem about this. Sayori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So, please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want it to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Scooch. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So, Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Ah! Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I left feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most that I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having so much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is, even though I can comfort her. I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face. God damn it! God, that fucking hurts. Shit. Fuck. And she's like so nice, and she puts everyone in front of herself, but the way she sees the world is so goddamn toxic, and she just thinks that she's getting punished for everything. And that's not how it works, but that's just how she feels, because she feels so goddamn alone. And in reaching out and trying to find somebody, fuck. Finding somebody to be codependent with her demons with, I'm over here just trying to fuck Yuri. This is the worst goddamn fucking thing. Oh, god damn it. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Scooch! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. Monica. So that's the one I'll be performing. Why am I trying to impress Monica sometimes? It's so weird to me. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all? Ah-ha-ha! You should take a little responsibility for her, Scooch. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But, I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? No, you can never say that you know what's best for someone. You know, I mean, like, I don't know. It's just such a fucking loaded phrase. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Huh? Monica is being friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Yeah, Monica knows she's in a goddamn game. Everything she says is like a double-edged sword. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh, yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. I'm already putting together what's about to happen. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones that they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Scooch? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? There's something fucking wrong. I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. There's no music. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they've always been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter the room like this. I could fucking smell it. Isn't this kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Holy shit! What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. God fucking damn it. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. Oh my fucking god. Fuck. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I knew I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival, I just lost my best friend, someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance, And I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. Never, 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 never. God fucking damn it, that sucked. Alright, okay, hold on. This is supposed to be Sayori, and now it's Monica. So that's already a weird thing. What's this mean? Does this mean new game? Okay, so something that people have been telling me is to keep my eyes on the, God, hold on, sorry. Something that people have been telling me is to keep my eyes on the game files, and so I've been doing that, and here they are. Ba-bum! That is a weird picture that just popped up in the game files right now. Okay, anyways, I don't know what this means, so should we click it? I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep, and more frequently I would get tired of waking her up. This is Sayori. This is the intro of the game. You guys remember it, right? But she's going to chase after me like this. I almost feel better running away. However, I just sigh and idle at the crosswalk and let her catch up. Okay. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples of friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyways. The school is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Scooch? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? I'm gonna save real quick. This one. Okay. Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little weird. What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. This is a conversation we already had. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Scooch. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, Scooch. You know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go, then? I'll look for materials another time. You're more important. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica, and her irresistible smile. She's slowly replacing the story I had with Sayori, but interjecting herself into it. Yeah, this game's fucked up. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section that I rarely visit, but generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica is full of energy and swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. Eh? A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? This is supposed to be Sayori. Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Scooch. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls, so let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude who's apparently named Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Scooch in the classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know, make cupcakes. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Scooch? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So I know you really didn't plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. All my slots are empty! I was thinking, the reason why I slowed down while reading is I was gonna load my game before the fucking Calamity to try to see if I could change something with Sayori. What the fuck? That sucks. Damn it. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole set of tea in the classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might be a pastime for me. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Sorry if I'm reading too fast. I remember the story, and if you guys remember the story, let me know, because I don't know if this is going to be the end of, like, the whole series. It really feels like we're getting to it. But I'm reading really fast because we've seen all this before, but I don't want to just skip it. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Scooch, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way that her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror recently. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Scooch? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three of the girls stare at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Scooch. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join a literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Scooch? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Scooch, I'm so happy. This is so weird. It's so weird. And it's like, I have to read it, and I want to be enthused while I read it, but I can't stop thinking about fucking Sayori. God, this game is so fucked up. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting and on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Scooch, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these 3 girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Yes. What? I couldn't read it. I didn't... It really seems like I'm going to have to replay the game 2 more times in order to get to the actual end of the game. So I'm not going to do Yuri this time. I'm going to do Natsuki, even though she is literally worst girl, because I've already seen all the stuff that happens when you try to get at Yuri. So let's do Natsuki. Silly, dream, what? Sunny. Jump. Warm. Kawaii. Summer. Marshmallow. Strawberry. Rose. Sensation. No! Skirt. Fun. Cheeks. Sing. Play. Pleasure. No! Spinning. And... special. Flying. Hi again, Scooch. Time out. You know what that means? It's time to check the game files. Okay, that's the game file that kind of popped up. Can you hear me? There's a little devil inside all of us. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host. Sorry, I don't know why I said it like that. Seeping through every little crevice they can find. Into their willpower, starving them of all motivation and desire. Into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food. Or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable, tangled mass is already present in every single one of them. That's why I chose to not blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. This is Monica. This is Monica fucking talking about everyone. This is Monica talking about how she is taking everyone's demons and what's the word? Exacerbating them? She's taking everyone's demons and she's exploiting them, and it just explained everyone else's. Somebody had a theory in the comment section, which I guess is true. Yuri had a sharp knife because she likes to cut herself. And that's right here. Into a newly opened gash into their skin, hidden only by sleeves of a cute new shirt. That's Yuri, because she would cut herself all the time. Into their willpower, starving them of all their motivation and desire. That is Sayori, because she was depressed. Into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food. Natsuki is bulimic. Fuck, that sucks. Such a deplorable, tangled mass is already present in every single one of them. That's why I choose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. So, Monica's entire purpose is to push all of these girls over the edge. That's why Sayori said, Monica was right, I should just... And then she never finished her statement. I'm seeing if there's anything else I could find. Loathing, judgment, elitism. Elitism is Natsuki. Self-doubt is Sayori, and loathing or judgment would have to be Yuri. Loathing would be Monica, judgment would be Yuri. Elitism would be Natsuki, and self-doubt would be Sayori. Alright, hi again, Scooch! Glad to see you didn't run away on us, ha ha ha! Nah, don't worry, this might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Why the fuck? She didn't have a face! Thanks for keeping your promise, Scooch. And everything is like... Everything is ajar. What's the word? It's like a Dutch angle. Everything's just like, probably like 15 degrees off center. I don't know. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a compliment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, what the fuck? Get out of the way! I can't even read, Monica. Look at her! Look at her breaking the goddamn fucking... Look at her breaking the goddamn fourth wall standing in front of the text box. Get out of here, you jerk! I like how she's standing in front. That's kind of funny to me. We're someone who keeps the manga collection in the room. Monica? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! And then she does the stupid manga eyes. Literally worst girl. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Scooch. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have a little interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Fucking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What is the point of keeping your collection organized if something else is just gonna mess it up? If someone else is gonna mess it up. Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. Because I know everything that's good. Every manga that's ever been good in the world I know. So she must have shit taste. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points at the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Scooch. Consider this a lesson straight from Don't Judge a Book. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right in my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in a colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow! How long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished a series? Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Slice of life is the best. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something with you, like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Question mark? Huh? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like, I could... My God. I'm sorry that my reading is so shitty right now. It's just, I have like a million things going through my head. Like this entire time I'm talking to fucking Natsuki, I'm realizing that they literally put it in your face that she's gonna be the bulimic one. Or that, yeah, the bulimic one, because she's the one who makes sweets, and she loves making sweets, and she makes sweets all the time. And it's because she's used to stuffing her face and throwing up. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't bring it up without them all being... With them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. God. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. Much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? Yeah, it's pretty accurate that you're a loser, Scooch. I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! I can't read this shit. But I know it's text. Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. Like, you see that? Monica's doing whatever she can to push them towards their demons. So she always keeps candy on her to feed Natsuki so that Natsuki throws up later. I told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Scooch. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. She faints. She faints. She didn't fucking fall asleep. She fainted because she's been starving herself. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Fuck!